is Africa.
Hi everyone, this is Samson Andala, your host, and this is the 5th episode to the World Cup podcast. These are my co-hosts. You guys can introduce yourselves.
Nobel.
Adele.
I'm Yoni.
How are you guys doing today?
Anxious for tomorrow. Kind of like on edge. It's been a rough couple of days, just kind of like nervous leading up to the game, as if I'm playing or something.
I say nervousness, a bit of excitement, obviously. The final, we're finally here. Two great teams, and I can't wait to see the game.
I'm excited, man. It's been a great cup so far, so it's going to be also a great final. I mean, I'm really excited. I'm still very much unsure who's going to edge it, but man, we're here to witness history, so tomorrow's going to be amazing.
A big day, yeah. I was going to say, guys, the semifinals, it was really hectic, one game, Argentina, Croatia. It was kind of a blowout, but then, unfortunately we lost our African champions. How did you guys feel about that one?
You
it was a proud moment, man. First African country that qualified to the semis. I mean, I couldn't ask more. I couldn't ask for more.
This is day one, huh?
Yeah.
Day one African rider, right?
Day one, man. I was an African rider. I mean, they definitely. I mean, I was really proud of them. I mean, they're definitely, they marked a big stepping stone for other countries, for other African countries for the future. And they also helped clinch 11 spots in the 2026 World Cup. So I couldn't ask for more.
Yes. Proud of Africa. We're proud.
Wait, we have 11 spots?
Yeah.
For Africa?
11 spots.
We have 10. We have 10, and one has to qualify.
We had 9. Like before Morocco went to the semis, because the 2026 World Cup they added more nations, right? So they gave 4 more spots to the
So how many do we
African
have now?
continent. But just because Morocco qualified to the semis, they gave 2 more. 1 more and one they gave 10, and one has to qualify 2 different qualification methods.
So we have 10. How many did we have before?
10 Gary.
Yeah, this year we had only 5. It's like double. Yeah. So I mean, it's a big deal.
He's up on the come up.
Hopefully.
So in a way, respective countries, they definitely might help us have a spot. The World Cup 2026. So I mean, really proud of them. And, there's been a lot of new revelations. The new players have marked their name, and that literally, their price literally skyrocketed.
Yeah.
And
Bono,
a lot of them. For me, like the last game, Unai really impressed me.
He was very good.
He really impressed me, and I feel like he's gonna get a move.
Yeah.
Sure. It was nice to see. I'm not too big of a underdog story though. I'm not gonna lie, because it would have been nice to see Morocco in the final.
Yeah.
But the most entertaining final would be Argentina and France. I think for the viewers, it felt like we were robbed last World Cup. When we got Croatia versus France, when we could have France versus England. Yeah, it was 6 goals, but it was 4-2, but it was 4-1 for a majority. It was a blowout. It wasn't entertaining.
Yeah,
especially compared. I prefer the 1-0 Spain win, the 1-0 Germany win, even though I'm an Argentina fan. Those finals were more entertaining than the Croatia-France one. So I feel like this is the one that the viewers would like to see.
Yeah,
it would have been cool to have an African nation in the final.
I think it would have been a blowout, right? That was what I was saying too. I think the France and Croatia final, in my opinion, was the worst final.
Oh yeah,
that was the worst final I ever watched. I didn't feel like a final game. I felt like I was watching a regular seasonal game.
Sure.
But I wanted to go into Argentina a little bit, right? Because Argentina, Messi's been in this position before, and as we saw in the Germany one, I don't know. I saw Messi show various little of himself. He wasn't really showing out. And I'm scared. I'm not bringing anything. You see the jersey I'm wearing today.
I'll start off.
I really hope. I hope this run Messi's been having. I hope it doesn't stop tomorrow.
If you look up the stats, Messi is one of the greatest finals players ever in all tournaments, in Champions League, Copa del Rey, whatever the case was. When it's the final game, he's one of the best historically. It's a known fact.
Sure.
And that game, bro, I was watching the highlights with my dad. I'm gonna read you their starting 11 that game, and I don't want to be that guy that's his team, this.
No, let's hear it.
And all this. But genuinely, it's shocking this team is in the final, right? All right, keeper we had Romero, who was pretty good at the time.
Yeah,
that was
for
fair,
sure, yeah.
right? Fullback Zabaleta and Rojo, right? Zabaleta was alright, but he was like that's like 50 years old, man. And Rojo's not good. United fans know Rojo, yeah. The two center backs, if I butcher the name so well, oh well. Demichelis and Garay.
Otamendi wasn't on that team, right? In 2014.
No,
he wasn't. Yeah.
The two holding midfielders, Mascherano and Biglia. Attacking midfields, Perez, Messi, Lavesi, and then Higuain. And we know how that goes with Higuain. For that team to even be in the final, man,
it's nowhere good enough.
Yeah.
That team was not good.
And to the Germany side,
that Germany team had Philipp Lahm, they had Thomas Muller, they had Miroslav Klose, they had Prime Neuer, they had Prime Ozil. Like, this was a squad. So for them to even, they were pretty fortunate for it to only be 1-0. They really should have got embarrassed that game.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you watch the game back, they definitely could have won. So I mean, but now this team is a lot better. It's a lot better team. But there's also
chemistry as well.
The
Like,
chemistry.
they played a lot more games together.
Yeah.
The run, 36 straight unbeaten. Then they had that one slip up against Saudi, but it showed you that Saudi game was a fluke because since then they've been on.
And I think a lot of players they die for Messi. They love Messi. So
That's what we're
they have
noticing
that
big
passion.
time. They're playing for
And
Messi.
You see I don't know if you've seen all the interviews or the quotes. They all just saying we want to do this for him. We want to do this for him. So they just.
There's even a video.
You saw it in Copa del Rey.
Yeah.
I mean, not Copa del Rey, Copa America, excuse me.
Yeah.
They're really just, like, they're playing for Messi.
They definitely are
That's what it
playing for
is.
Messi, and they're giving their all.
Yeah.
It's something he's
It's
proud
great
of
to see, yeah.
for sure.
I'm very like excited with this Argentina team. To be honest, my opinion, this is the best team Messi's ever had. You know what I mean? Coming into the World Cup. So.
I agree.
Well, in a sense, like the way they're performing.
Yeah.
On paper, there was the 2014 team on paper. I feel like was better.
No.
You don't think
no
so?
way, no chance. The
2014
2006
was on
was Messi's first World Cup, but he was still coming off the bench. He was young and all that.
Yeah.
But that team,
That team was
if
better.
Messi was actually like older, that team
Yeah.
would have like definitely challenged.
For sure.
That was a great squad.
But let's be fair, even the squad is not that bloated. It's just like their chemistry.
Their chemistry.
They play very good
They
together.
play very good
It's
together.
a good squad, and
But-
once Messi retires, they won't be competing for a World Cup, but they'll definitely be like.
They can make it at the group stage, like you know.
Yeah, they'll make it out the group stage. They'll challenge some teams, but
They won't be as like
for sure.
competitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if
definitely.
we talk individually, I think this France team definitely edged it.
Oh yeah.
Because talent-wise,
On
sure.
paper,
Actually,
it's
even
not-
both
it's not even-
pull both like
I don't think it's
It's not
close.
a
The France
The
team's a
France
lot
team
better,
off talent, oh my
but
God.
like
They don't even have like some of their stars, and they're still
the
like
chemistry is just like.
Yeah.
And I've seen
Yeah.
France get exposed this World Cup. What were we talking?
No, the Argentina. Yeah, the France team's a lot better, but just feel like Argentina, they're a team. Like their chemistry is top tier. They're really in form, but you know, I mean, both teams have the experience. Both teams are young but experienced. But I feel like Argentina will edge it out.
I agree, 100%. Yeah, I think after I've seen France play, I feel like France has had a harder route to the final, but I also feel like even with this harder route, they haven't played as well as Argentina has with like the competition. And Argentina's played some tough teams. They had, you know what I mean?
Netherlands, they had Croatia.
Croatia, yeah. Even though Croatia didn't end up well, like I feel like Croatia was a great team, but I don't know. In your opinion, what do you think?
I mean, both teams are coming to this game. Both teams, I think, lost one game coming into this game.
Yeah, Tunisia and
So
Saudi.
they both have, they both have experience of defeat. So I'm pretty sure they'll be meticulous about how they go about it. I think it's gonna be very tactical.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot will be played. Both teams will take into consideration. Argentina is gonna take Mbappe definitely into consideration when they're gonna come up with the lineup. Two PSG stars going in. I feel like this game is gonna decide a lot of things. Whether it be the next year's Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Ballon
be
d'Or
decided.
8 coming. Ballon d'Or 8.
Messi's
gonna be
He's
decided.
hearing it now. Ballon d'Or 8
Messi would be
incoming.
the oldest to get a Ballon d'Or, right?
Yeah,
The
by far.
oldest and for-
By far, yeah.
I think he's already the oldest when he won it in 2020. bro.
He might be, yeah.
Or 21, excuse me.
I mean, it might decide also tomorrow's top scoring. The
Yeah.
golden boot for this competition. A lot more, and like this game has a higher magnitude for these two players, and I think they're definitely the best two players right now in this world.
Yeah.
And so this matchup is gonna be very interesting to see. I can't wait.
Yeah. I think it'll rely heavily on the defense, like you said before with Mbappe. Argentina's defense really need to understand what they have to do to stop that attack. But yeah, I would give it to Argentina.
You know, I think that Saudi loss was great for them, though. I think it humbled them, and it showed them, you know, you guys aren't Superman. Who cares you won 36 straight? I think had they have won, I think maybe they might have got upset in the knockout stage by the Dutch or whoever it could have been. I think that it woke them up. It was a woke-up call, like, hey, like, you know, like, you know, this isn't easy. I think it was great that they had that.
Yeah, for sure, yeah, 100%, I agree. And with that, I wanted to get into this conversation we were having with your dad earlier, right? So Benzema, he's healthy to play for the final, right? Not playing this whole tournament with this France squad, not really adjusted with it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that he should be playing in this last game, or?
I don't know about, like, there's been a scandal apparently, like the past few days. If you've seen Karim Benzema's Instagram,
he said he didn't want to play.
Shades. If you guys seen it,
Really?
Yeah, he's been throwing shades, and the coach was asked if Benzema was eligible to come back, and he didn't give any answers. But I think France still didn't pick key. Like Benzema got injured at the last minute, of course. Like
the day before.
But he was still in the squad. Though.
He was in the squad.
He's still in the scout. So he's still in the squad. So he's eligible to play.
Yeah.
But I don't think Deschamps wants him to come.
Yeah.
That's where the disconnect is. So I'm pretty sure Karim Benzema wants to be there, and you know. But I still think he's gonna get. If France wins tomorrow, he's still gonna get a World Cup medal, and he's still gonna be in the squad that won.
I mean, he said I'm not interested in playing.
He said he's not interesting, but I don't think he's not.
I think it's always been like. It's always been controversial for him playing for his country. It's the same thing with Sterling. He experienced a lot of racism and discrimination. And, you know, Sterling said the same thing, but Benzema, he said, you know, when I'm not performing well, I'm Arab. But when I win a Ballon d'Or, I'm a French legend.
Sure.
So, you know, like, it's like kind of like pick your position.
For sure.
I feel like...
And Benzema wasn't even on the French squad for the
He didn't win the 2018 World Cup.
No.
He wasn't good.
But then again... Like, a lot of people have been saying, oh, imagine if Benzema was in this team. But I feel like Giroud has already done, what, is he going to score 7 goals? Like, he's not going to outdo what Giroud is doing, really, for, like, you know what I'm saying? But,
and to be honest, even Karim Benzema's performance this year is not really anything to talk about, you know? Like, the La Liga, I don't think he scored more than 5 goals. He hasn't had the best, you know, start of the season this year. So yeah, of course, Giroud is always going to be the next guy because
all-time leading
and
scorer.
We know it. He's the all-time goal scorer for France. More than that, he's having a good season with AC Milan. So so you know, like Giroud is always going to be there for France. So
I agree with
pretty sure.
Yeah, I agree with the side of Deschamps. You know, I mean, France really haven't shown any weakness without Benzema being there. So I feel like if nothing's like
if it ain't
not
broke,
working,
don't fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, their issue is not goal scoring. Their issue is like defending. Like, you know, that's what it's gonna come down to. Who's gonna be able to get that last stop? Who's gonna be able, you know? And if it comes down to that, I feel like France has the better center backs, has the better back four, but we have the better keeper. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But I think goals will not be an issue. There will be goals from both teams. It will definitely be. There will be some goals.
Would that be a great attack?
With that being said. Is it too early to throw out predictions, score predictions?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say let's do because we already did team predictions, so like I feel like score predictions.
But talking about Benzema, I have one more thing. I feel like if I was Deschamps, I'd probably do the same thing because his team spirit is really good right now. And if you throw in a player that you know, Giroud's been scoring goals. You know, it's like he had already 4 goals this season, right? Like this World Cup. So like if I bring in Karim Benzema at the last minute. Like, what would that do to the confidence of the team? You know,
confidence. Ego shift. I feel like
ego shift is gonna create a lot of
drama.
A lot of drama, unnecessary.
At most, I'd put him on the bench.
I would definitely put him on the
maybe
bench.
like you know put him on the bench, but at most, but you would never start someone that's not.
Yeah, you definitely don't start him. Because to me, I feel like you know if you were to bring him in late in the game, you know, take off like Dembele or take off someone and have him play up top with Giroud and Mbappe creating, I feel like that would be a very high power like attack. But he definitely doesn't start. But I think you want him on the pitch, especially if he gets the extra time, he gets the penalties. You definitely want him out there. But I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of form he is, because it was a hamstring injury, right?
Yeah.
So those are always tricky. I'm sure Ancelotti doesn't want him to play.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone at Real does not want Benzema to play.
It's a risk, yeah. For
But
their club.
this is for his nation. This cement your legacy as a French legend.
Imagine winning the Ballon d'Or
and the World
and
Cup.
the World Cup in the same year. I mean,
Yeah.
that's you can't.
It's a dream come true.
Very much, it's a dream come true. So for sure, it's gonna be a
Start our
crazy
scores.
watch.
Let's start our score starting from Johnny. Zidane jersey out of it, yeah.
Got a France jersey on. You know, I've been loyal to my French lab. You know, I went to French school all my life.
Lycée?
Yeah.
Oh.
I speak French all my life. I mean, for me, it's gonna be a tough watch. I mean, I supported them the 2018 Croatia against the Croatia team, against Croatia in the finals in 2018. But this time around, man, I want to see. As much as I'm not
Ronaldo.
I'm a Ronaldo guy, but man, I want to see the GOAT.
Yeah.
Want to see the GOAT.
I like how you said the goats.
Honest answers, we love it. We love it.
And yeah, man, tomorrow prediction for me, score prediction. Man, I'm genuinely bamboozled. I don't really know how it's gonna go, but I'm trying to picture it. And if I had to come up with a score, it's gonna be 3-2 for Argentina. But it's gonna be very, very tight.
For me, he read my mind because I was thinking about it the whole time. I was like, maybe it'll be 2-1, but both of these teams are both very high goal scoring teams. So in my opinion, even though their defenses are great, I have Argentina obviously winning the tournament. But like Yoni said, I have a 3-2 score. A 3-2. I wouldn't be surprised if his team scored 4 goals, to be honest. It's going to be a very high goal scoring game, but that's my prediction for this game. How about you?
I wanted to say 3-2, and now I want to be different.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, don't
So
be like us.
I'm gonna take Argentina. I'm gonna say 4-2, and I think Messi nets 2. I think Messi definitely
Hat-trick,
gets 2. Not hat trick. Julian Alvarez will get one in there. I think Mbappe will also get one. But it'll be a great game. There will be goals.
I actually don't think it will be that many goals. I think it will be very, very tough. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to be different, but I don't know. It's two teams. I don't see especially Argentina's defense. They're not gonna allow stuff in. So I think it would come down to extra time, 1-0 to Argentina.
That's fair.
Very fair.
It's crazy because a lot of games when a lot of people are big games, when it's coming down to a final, semifinals, everyone's like, oh, there will be goals, and then a lot of times, we don't really see goals.
That's the point a lot of times.
I mean, I think with Real and Liverpool last year, everyone was like, oh, there's going to be goals in that Champions League final.
Way, yeah.
Vinicius 1-0, and that was it.
Yeah.
Chelsea City, everyone's like, oh, there's going to be goals, 1-0 Chelsea. So,
Just
the pressure.
The pressure, yeah, definitely.
Even if you see from most the best World Cup finals, they were 1-0 games.
Yeah. The penalty shootout with Zidane getting the red card.
Yeah.
Iniesta for Spain. Götze for Germany.
Yeah.
When it comes to finals, there's a lot of more than the football aspect of it. More than there's a lot of mental preparation and mental aspect of it. So you have to be on it at every level. So so it's not only the concentration levels, the tactical awareness has to be all-time high.
Yeah.
So that's why it makes a final very. Sometimes these scores are not on the upper side, but I think tomorrow we're gonna see some goals, in my opinion.
But if you guys had to pick one player, one X factor, not Messi, not Mbappe, not those guys who show up every single game.
Yeah.
One guy who's gonna show up.
I have one.
You can start.
I'm gonna say for Argentina, Julian Alvarez.
Yes.
I have to say in that semifinal, he showed up. I don't know if a lot of people have been talking about, but you have to give him this praise. Other than Messi, he stepped up. I think 4 goals.
4 goals.
At that age, this is insane. In the World Cup debut.
I think what's also scary about Alvarez is for City. If Haaland gets injured, Alvarez is the striker. So I feel like
And United wanted to get him last season.
Yeah, but-
with Ragnick, man. And the board said no somehow, saying he's not qualified. He's not good enough.
You're bored, man.
Come on, man.
I know
No,
they also fumbled the bag trying to get Haaland before Dortmund. Before he got to
Fumbled so much.
Dortmund, yeah, I
And we
know.
had Oli, like we had Oli. If we couldn't get him, we couldn't get him with anyone. So like, it's mad, you know.
Who's your X factor again?
My X factor, it's not an Argentinian player. If France, if this individual is on it, I think they're gonna be.
I think I know. Go
It's
ahead.
Aurélien Tchouameni.
Oh,
You thought he was gonna say Dembele?
I thought I was
me
gonna
too.
say some
So,
Usman.
No, it's gonna be Aurélien Tchouameni.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
think, yeah, he's super underrated. I know, like, we've heard about Jude, like, we hear about Jude every day now, yeah? You know, on social media.
Yeah.
Like, how good he is. But I
Yeah.
feel like,
Tchouameni
Aurélien
just up there.
Tchouameni, like, he needs his credits, man. I mean, I think
Yeah.
he's really, like, he doesn't have any mistakes on him, barely. When the ball, he's very, very clean.
And great physique. He's
Great
tall,
physique,
strong,
he's tall,
he can move.
strong, he can head.
And you know, they said on Twitter, they're like, France lost Pogba and Kante, and then they got both of them in one player.
Yeah.
Actually,
Definitely.
I actually
Which is
think he
crazy.
started over
Huh?
Pogba, even if they were healthy. I really think so.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I think he definitely should.
Yeah.
I mean, the form he's playing on, he's definitely.
The man,
Yeah.
guys.
But I don't know, if Pogba really performs well for
Yeah,
France.
I know.
So,
But I feel like if they were to go off recent
Well,
form,
Yeah, I mean, this guy is gonna be one to watch. So tomorrow he'll be a watch. You guys,
Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
an eye on him.
Samson.
Me, I would say I was gonna agree with the Del to Julian Alvarez. Like after the Croatia game, like while I was watching the whole game, I don't know. I didn't see him play that well like this whole tournament, and I was very surprised, you know. And you know, as a city, like you
I
said,
thought he played well.
I thought he had a great tournament.
I thought he had a great tournament. Again, like the way he played against Croatia, for me, like
But that was his best.
that was his best.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like,
praise.
for sure. But
yeah, and then I was like, oh, like he said, he was very young and stuff like that. So I was like, in a way, I was like, maybe this guy not take over Messi's role, but like after like Messi retires from international play, he'll like take over the team in a sense, like like morale and whatnot. So I had Julian Alvarez taking over, if that happens,
I'll say this. I feel like for some reason, maybe it's because I like Lautaro, I feel like he'll perform well tomorrow. He's definitely going to come off the bench. He's had a very shaky tournament, but I think that deciding pen against the Dutch definitely helps his confidence a lot.
Yeah.
But I'll say my X factor, Enzo Fernandez,
My
Benfica of Argentina.
very good player, very good player.
Yeah, great player. I heard United is trying to
Yeah,
buy him.
Yeah.
We'll see if they do.
I mean, he just literally, I think he came from River Plate like 6 months ago. He went to Benfica.
Benfica, yeah.
I mean, he's showing like, I've heard about him before the World Cup and I've seen some clips of him. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a perfect.
Yeah, no, he's a great midfielder. He's great defensively, great holding midfielder. But then he also comes up and he can score. He can play some nice balls. He's a South American Tchouameni, really.
Generally.
That's really what it is.
The box guy.
Yeah, he's a box-to-box player, hell of a player. He showed up big this tournament. He had one of the best goals of the tournament against who was it against Mexico?
Yeah.
My God. But yeah, Enzo Fernandez, proper baller. I expect him to show up tomorrow. One player that that hasn't showed up that we thought would.
Yeah.
I'll start Argentina, Lautaro Martinez. I feel like it's not really questionable. He was supposed to be Alvarez. He was a starting striker coming into this. He had a good Copa America, but he's looking like Higuain. He's really. It's been very bad. It's been very poor. I can't remember which game it was, but there was one where Messi dribbled through the whole team and laid it off for him inside the box, and he sent it to row 10. Like he's skied it badly, and it's been a shaky tournament for him. The coach, great job putting him last for the Dutch game on the penalty shootout. It helps his confidence, but he's been poor.
Yeah,
And I will say, I'm a bit disappointed in the coach. I expected Lisandro to start every single game over Christian Romero with Otamendi in the back. So that's also disappointed me. But yeah, Lautaro's my disappointment.
You think Lisandro's gonna start before? I'm sorry.
I want him to.
I feel like he should.
I feel like he should too.
I think he will. I think they'll play 3 center backs. And they'll have 2 fullbacks playing like the whole wing. Like 5 midfielders, but they're kind of playing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree. I also was gonna say Lautaro Martinez. It's hard to pick one. I was trying to different pick one for France, but it's not really a lot of disappointments that I could think of. But yeah, Lautaro. Overall, his tournament hasn't been great. So yeah.
It's the Lukaku effect, bro.
Yeah.
Once Lukaku came back to Inter, he started rubbing off on him.
I would say for me, yeah, like I was thinking of a French player because I was like, let me not copy like Argentina, right? But I don't know. To be honest, I didn't have like anyone like really like disappoint me for like either side. Like I feel like each team and their players, they played to my expectation. But then like I don't know. I feel like I didn't really have anyone from Argentina or France. How about you?
Yeah, as well, same as well. Like from Argentina's side, of course, like Lautaro was not, he was not up to par. Like you know, like I expected better than him. I mean, he hasn't had a bad World Cup so far, but Ousmane Dembele, I mean,
Ousmane Dembele.
he doesn't look himself. Like we know that Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah, when he's on, he's on.
When he's on, he's on. But when he plays like these big games, he usually doesn't really show up, and he's like proving it to other people, like, to his critics, right? Because his defensive aspect of the game, I've seen most of the games France play, and it's been like fantastic. It's been really good. But when it comes to the attacking, to the forward line, to the third part of the pitch, I mean, like he's not as sharp, he's not as instinct as Mbappe, not even close, you know.
Yeah.
So like we haven't seen too many balls coming on his side. It's more played on really much on the Mbappe on the left side. So, you know, I mean, I hope tomorrow he's added because you know on his day he's actually the most talented player in that France squad for me. So more than Mbappe, I think he's more talented. And so I mean, hopefully if he's added tomorrow, if it's a couple players, Rabiot as well. Rabiot, I mean, Rabiot has impressed me actually. So yeah, I mean, tomorrow Rabiot is added. It's going to be a very tough test.
I think
for
also
Argentina.
the center backs are out too with the flu, like France.
Yeah, I'm hearing some.
But you know,
there's
they
some
said
rumors about the flu. Huh?
yeah, but they're saying Dembele was in an interview. He said he gave him some like tea and stuff and fixed some. A lot of people were saying Dembele learned a lot when he was in the hospital. But special shout. I want to go back to a shout real quick. I just want to give Molina and Acuna have been playing out of their mind for Argentina. Those two fullbacks. You know, they're giving a lot of help down the wing, creating chances, finishing chances too. And defensively, they've been holding their own. So those two players have been very special for Argentina. It's been really what they've been missing. Playing that final with Rojo and Zabaleta. So, you know,
it's not comparable.
Oh my goodness.
It's been shout out to those two players.
Yeah, I mean, Rojo is what
Rojo.
we thought Lisandro was. Rojo was a disappointment, man. I mean, he's very rushed. He's like, he doesn't really think too much of his head. But I mean, yeah, he's a proper Argentinian lad. But, you know, Lisandro tomorrow hopefully will start and we'll see a classic game, one for the books.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's it for the 5th episode. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Whoa. You know how we end
the
video.
One more thing. Yeah. So, jerseys starting from Yoni. Yoni has the best jersey in my opinion.
So, I'm wearing France national team 1998 World Cup.
Zinedine.
So, at the back is the one and only
Zinedine
number
Zidane.
10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, yeah, you know, I'm wearing Zidane. So, what are you wearing?
Today, you know, it's not an Ethiopian jersey nor a Chelsea jersey.
You're surprised, man.
But today I'm wearing a Messi jersey number 10. I believe this is this tournament's jersey. I'm trying to bring luck to the Argentina side tomorrow. Hopefully Messi, you know, secures the World Cup that he desperately needs.
Yeah.
And secures himself as he's the GOAT, but just securing it, you know what I mean? Securing it as the Argentina GOAT, you know what I mean? Rest in peace, Maradona.
You know, I'm one of the biggest United haters. Anyone that's been watching knows I hate United. But David Beckham is one of my favorite players. This is the 1999 treble jersey. Had to bring it out long
Can't lie,
one time.
this jersey is
Dated
incredibly
treble.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What a classic.
Shout out Beckham, one of my favorites.
The design is crazy.
I know. I hate United, but this might be my favorite jersey that I own.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Old jerseys to me are like much more detailed than like the jerseys nowadays.
Yeah, for sure.
The collar too. I like collar jerseys a lot.
Nothing special for me. I just got a Liverpool jersey. I haven't worn this jersey.
Mo Salah.
We missed you this tournament.
No tournament for him today.
Yeah, he had a great viewing on the couch. But you know, it's gonna wrap it up. It's been a great tournament, guys.
Special thanks to Nobels that we have to for this.
Thank you for this beautiful set. You can notice something new today.
Not just everyone that's helped us be here.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
Everyone testified.
Feeling like we're on what?
Sky Sports. Sky Sports.
I walked in, I was like, whoa.
Sunset on TV.
Anyways, this is the 5th episode, and we're signing off. Giveaway will be coming out tomorrow. Stay tuned. And from here on
check out the Instagram.
Peace out. Football boys, we're out.
is Africa.